Good morning, all y'all. Well, I'd say good morning, but it's actually 11:30 at night, and it's your boy Blanket Man. And microwaves! No, don't eat my wires. Sorry, my cat. Look, if I give you treats, will you? No, don't eat my wires, please. Okay, so sorry for the impromptu hiatus, however it's pronounced. I kind of vanished. School, finals, microwave, don't you dare eat my wires. So if you're wondering who microwave is, that'll be my cat. It's microwave, no! This bitch right here. Microwave, look at the camera. That's my cat, his name is Microwave. For those of you wondering how he got his name, it is a bit of a long story, but I will tell it to you provided he doesn't continue to try to eat my wires. So to set the scene, I am 20. Stop! And 20-year-olds, as a general rule, are young and dumber than a box of bricks. And I'm dumber than a box of bricks on a good day. I have enough brains to realize something is bad, but enough will I can do it anyways to do it, like an idiot. So, as I said, microwave, don't you dare. I'm 20, and I'm young, and I'm dumber than a box of bricks, and my friend Michaela lives in Florida. So, we decide that for spring break, I am going to drive down to Florida in my car, in my shitty 2010 Honda Accord, which fine, at the time wasn't a bad car. So I'm like, all right, I can do this. It drives 24 hours, and I can do that. I just need a lot of energy. So I packed my car, and I leave Massachusetts about 1 in the afternoon, and I didn't even attempt to nap before. So you can see where this is going. I make it down to Florida, well, to like North Carolina perfectly fine before I really start getting, exhausted. And so I stop, I get my gas, and I get more monsters, and I finally hit the Florida border about 36-ish hours later, including stops, rest time, food, the whole 9 yards. An hour into the Florida border, I get pulled over by a white cop, in a white car. And I'm a black man in a black car. And I look like a crackety crackhead. I am vibrating like level 10 on any dildo. My eye bags have eye bags. I look disgusting. I look like a crackety crackhead. I am just a general wreck. And this white cop in his white cop car pulls me over. And I am scared. Because it's Florida. I don't want to die. So I sit there in my car and I'm like, how's it going, officer? He's like, oh, you know why I pulled you over? I'm like, no. And he goes, you're going too slow. I had to stop and do a double take. He continues on like, yeah, I saw your out-of-state license plates. That's 75 miles per hour you're going. The speed limit, too slow. I'm over here shook. What do you mean? The speed limit is too slow. What are you on? And apparently, according to the police officer, that if you go the speed limit, right, and somebody hits you from like 95 to 120, which is apparently the average fucking speed in Florida, and you die, it's your fault. What? I'm like, at this point, I'm too tired to give a shit, but whatever. So he tells me that he's gonna let me off with just a, verbal warning, provided when I merge back into traffic, I don't go slower than 95 miles an hour. I thought the cop was kidding. So I merged back in. And I'm like, all right, we're gonna go to 80. And the lights go on. So I sigh and I pull it up to 95 and the lights go off. And he gives me a wave, and it goes on. And I'm like, you know what? Okay, this is just whack. So I continue on, but 3 hours after that, I get to Michaela's house, where I proceed to attempt to pass out on her couch. Newsflash, I don't, because I got 15 monster energies in my system. So that's, probably had a mild heart attack. So after an hour or two of that unsuccessful attempt, she and her boyfriend convinced me to go to PetSmart just to look at the cats. And I know Michaela. And every time Michaela says, we're just gonna look, I know I'm gonna spend my money. And I know if I hadn't been up for that long, I would have had enough brain cells to realize I'm gonna spend my goddamn money on something. But I didn't. So I'm like, sure, let's go. But I don't want to drive. I've been driving for the past 48 hours or so. So we walk about 20 minutes, half an hour in the Florida heat to fucking PetSmart. But it's okay. All's not lost. We go to PetSmart, and the cats there are so damn cute. I love them already. And there are a couple. There's this big, big white one who had like an orange tail and orange socks. It was cute as shit. And I almost got him, but he was really loud and he was really heavy. And there's another one that I almost got, and she was black and white and really tiny and kind of shaky. But I didn't get that one either. She didn't like being held. And then there's Microwave in the corner, whose original name was Billy, and he was so freaking anxious. He was so cute, and he had no tail. And like I said, I looked like a crackety crackety, and I was so excited. And he let me hold him like a baby. And the shop girl was like, "You want that one?" I said, "Yes." She goes, "What you gonna name him?" And I go, "Microwave," because of course. And she does a double take. And I'm like, "Yeah, Microwave." Michaela's like, "You sure?" And I'm like, "Yes, Microwave." So I fill out all the paperwork and I pass the background test and I walk out of PetSmart, $150 for her. And we get back to Michaela's house where her brother is nice enough to give me one of his sleeping pills, where I finally pass out on her bed. And I wake up the next morning about 11 o'clock noon to find Microwave at the feet of my bed. So, not a fever dream after all. And that is how Microwave got his name. And like I said, I am so sorry about the hiatus. I'm going to attempt to upload regularly now that school is almost over. Next week's finals week, well, the next 2 weeks. So I should be able to actually do something with my life, according to a regular upload. And stop eating plastic, you crazy cat! I gotta go get him. Bye, guys. Blanket Man out.